Guys, today we are going to play a game on the good old 2600 once again. We're going to be talking about Spider-Man for the Atari. Though for this video, I decided that maybe we should have a special guest star, that being...
me!
Spider-Man! I was kind of hoping it would be Batman. But Spider-Man! I'm glad to have you here. I need your help with this review.
Oh, really now? Let me see if I can help.
Can I have a word with you? Oh, yeah.
What were you thinking?
What do you mean, what was I thinking?
Why? What is this motherfucker?
Can't you tell it's Spider-Man?
He looks like a fucking idiot.
Dude, look, you need to calm down. I'm sure he's totally fine. He'll totally help with this review. I guarantee it.
Look at him.
Yeah, he's Spider-Man.
Okay. Look, it's just, I don't know about that, man. It's just weird.
Here, we'll give it a bit of a shot, and if it doesn't work out, we'll reshoot the video.
Okay.
Alright, Spidey, I need your help with this.
Oh boy, help with what?
We're reviewing a game for the Atari 2600. It's actually your game.
Oh really? I really love that game. Starred in it, you know.
I couldn't tell. Well then, ladies and gents, today we're talking about Spider-Man for the Atari 2600.
My beautiful, beautiful game.
Spider-Man was a game made for the Atari 2600 in 1982. Released by Parker Brothers, this game follows the titular character Spider-Man climbing up a building with his webs. Because I guess we're just gonna kind of forget that climbing a wall was one of his, powers. But whatever. Okay. But you gotta watch out because on your way up, you'll have to watch out for bad guys. Just generic bad guys.
Bomb?
And the Green Goblin at the way top of the building, sometimes appearing in other parts of the building as your adventure goes on. And that's about it. The plot of the game is that Spider-Man is trying to stop the Green Goblin from activating a super bomb, which he somehow moves from building to building. Either he has a lot of super bombs, which also doesn't make sense because then wouldn't this be an event that should get potentially every law enforcement in the city? Perhaps maybe the Avengers? But okay, whatever. Alright. The controls of the game are very simple. You hold up and press the action button in order to shoot out your web. Your black web. And you do that to climb the building. Holding left or right on the joystick while hitting the action button will make it to where you shoot diagonally, so that way you can also swing around. You do this to also be able to climb the building properly, because there's also a lot of gaps. For some odd reason, the web can't seem to attach to windows, because if it lands on a space that isn't the building, then Spider-Man falls. And if he falls and hits the ground, well, then you die. 3 lives, and it's game over. Now, this game already is going to strike out pretty hard with most people. For one, there's no music. The only noise to keep you company is the beginning of a level music and the sound that your web shooter makes. Because yeah, that's an entertaining sound you want to listen to, just because of hearing. Now you'll find yourself climbing up a huge variety of buildings, very familiar buildings that you've seen in the comics, like the yellow building, the pink building, the gray building. Okay, that's the other problem. The levels are so bland and basic. They all start the same and they all end the same. You climb up part of the building that's just a bunch of rectangle holes. Then you climb a part which I presume is like I don't know, an unfinished building? I don't know. And at the top is the same weird green brick with a weird little piece in the center to represent the bomb. The enemies don't really do much to really hinder your progress. They just sort of appear in other little window holes. If you swing by and touch them, you'll be able to get some bonus points, as well as extend your timer. You see, if your timer runs out, then Spider-Man just sort of has a stroke and falls all the way down to the bottom and dies. Then the bombs explode, but that really doesn't hurt you unless you're right next to it. And then there's the Green Goblin who just goes back and forth, and if he touches you or your web, then you fall. I'm really struggling to find anything real great to say about this game. It's just a very bland and boring and basic game. Forgettable at best. If you want a better Spider-Man experience in the olden days of gaming, then I just go recommend playing the Spider-Man arcade game. Or if you really want a great time, go play something like Spider-Man Maximum Carnage for Super Nintendo. Of course, then later on you could get games like Spider-Man 2 for GameCube or Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. But this game just ain't cutting it. If you're a Spider-Man fan, you could totally just walk away from this game. There is nothing here that represents the comic, the character, or any fun action. You can't even fight the Green Goblin for Christ. Also, nice.
I mean, you're pretty much just going through the same level over and over again. It's just, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing.
But come on, it's Spider-Man.
I don't care if it's Spider-Man. Dude, the game is boring. There's nothing in it that makes me remember the classics, like the original Stanley and Steve Ditko comics that these are based off of. It's just a repetitive, boring mess of a game. How about that one, Spider?
It's one of the greatest games of the
No,
Atari.
it isn't. In fact, you know what? This game is actually pretty garbage. In fact, the only joy in this game, the only thing that makes me laugh my ass off about this game is the hilarious thud that happens when you fall in the game like this.
Alright, that's it. That's it, I've had enough.
Ah, gosh. What is this? It's wet, but... don't worry, I think I got a way out of this. I think I've got a way.
A few moments later.
Okay, well, I kind of thought I had that situation under control. Shit. Wizard, I need your help!
Oh yeah, I've been ready for a fight. Come on. All right, Spider-Man, get ready for a world of pain with my pistol whip up.
The part is super strong in my song, do you guys not understand?
Wizard! Yeah.
You're gonna play that Spider-Man game till you love it.
What the? Snarled in your own web, eh, webhead?
Did I get him?
Huh?
Did I get him?
Did you get him? No, simply put, you did not get him. Like, at all.
Damn.
Well, Wizard, I don't know about you, but I think it's about time we figure out who this is. Let's unmask him.
Who the fuck is this bum?
Who are you?
My name's Neo.
Neo.
Matrix Neo.
No. Look, I'm only here because some guy in a floating TV told me to liven up this review or also blow up my house.
That bitch.
I can't believe him. Look, so wait a minute. Why did you try fighting me?
Because I didn't want my own belongings to be turned to ash. I said to liven up this review any way possible, so...
Well, I guess he does make a fair point.
I guess.
Look, we're stuck in the middle of this escapade as well. So I'll tell you what. How about you join us and you'll stick around for a while and... We're playing video games pretty much. I mean, we're playing a lot of shitty ones, but if you want, you can stick around and when we find a way to get out of this mess, then we'll, play good games.
Why not? Got nothing else better to do now.
Alright. Well, Wizard, that about wraps everything up. Let's go grab a slice of pizza.
Yeah.
You guys gonna free me?
No.
Why?
You tried
Fuck
to beat me up. You beat him up. Like, I'm talking, like, seriously, like, you know, pull the meme.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
Yeah, that. So, you're gonna sit there now for punishment until we feel like picking you up.
But I
Don't
was
worry,
forced
we'll
to do
bring you
this.
food. Bye.
We'll bring you something. I'm pretty sure they got some Hawaiian pizza or something.
But I hate Hawaiian. Spider-Man. Spider.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot one last thing. Thanks for the gloves, actually.